Hello! So this is the fifth part of the video, and we are posing this dude. So in this video, I'm going to finish posing to start the animation process as soon as possible. How it sounds. So we have this pose ready, this pose ready, this pose ready, this pose ready, this pose ready. We have to work on that one and on the walk cycle. I'm going to leave the walk cycle for a special video in which I'm going to just animate the complete walk cycle. And so let's finish with this. So this character comes from here, from this pose to this pose here. Where's my rough animation here? And then to here to this pose. So I'm going to be working here on my rough layer and my drawovers layers, and I'm going to use that layer to flip between my drawings and to be able to draw a frame or a drawing that feels in movement. So the way that this dude stands up is just something like this. Yeah, it's easy. It's easy. I'm not spending too much time here because we have a lot more to do. So this leg, oops, I need to increase the thickness of this brush. I remember one of the tips that one of my mentors told me when I was just starting animating was like, hey, I was like, how is it you do to draw like faster or like avoid having drawing with too many lines? It was like you just increase the thickness of the brush, and I was like, oh, okay, I got it. And in that way, you just don't have to build too much the line. Just some lines over there, and there you go. You have the drawing. So this leg could be flex in there. Yeah, this is working like the way it is right now. And now, oops, where is it? Okay, cool. Oopsie, why is not drawing? Awesome. Let me reduce the opacity of these a bit more. Awesome. So I can just focus on this. Is this the opacity? Yeah, full. Awesome. So this dude here. Oh, I need the final pose. And this dude is like. So this pose of this dude will be something like this. And the pants will be somewhere like here. The underpants will be something like this. This will be something like this. Amazing. And the arms will be something like this. Maybe this is like a rough step. And just to recap on the previous videos, what the process that I'm doing is, where is this thing? Oh, I erased that thing. Oh, here. I'm doing a blocking pass, a design pass, and on top of that design pass, a polish. The blocking is just moving the character until I get a silhouette that is helping me to put my character on top, like it is already over there because I twin, but it's completely destroyed. And on top of this, I start designing. And my design process have two steps inside of it, which is the rough sketch and the Thailand pass. And on top of that, I just bring my rig and start polishing everything on top. Do some simple. It's about simplifying stuff, not overcomplicating things. Now this should be like this, 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 this. This is a rough sketch that I'm doing here. So this is here. That's why I'm turning that line over there and this line over here like that. And here the arms will be something like, the hands will be something like this. And all the water will go down here. Let's see if today I have the, I don't know if today I have the time to animate the effects. But otherwise, let's finish this with the animation. There you go. So this is like my base boat to start moving things around. Boop, 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 boop. Awesome. And I'm thinking about the contrast of my poses. This pose is like this line of action. This pose is this line of action. This pose is this line of action. And though those are things that I also have in the back of my mind. Awesome. Let's draw here super fast a box so I can place this character. I can place this character in perspective. So I'm building a line from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here. So my character exists in this cube shape here. Wait. See? So my character exists inside of this cube, and those lines are the things that I have in my mind also when designing this pose. Okay, let's go. This rough pass is enough for me to start posting the rig on top. So I'm going to grab this upper body. Oh yeah, let's. I'm tracking the points so just to see. Okay, this point is that corner. So I'm going to build this corner with this one to get a super cool in between between these two frames. This point is that corner. This point is that corner. Poop. This shape comes like this. Maybe a little bit more like here. Awesome. And this comes like this. Now this dot connects here, so around here. I'm trying to build again this deformer into a shape that makes sense for this character. So here that is a very slow motion. I will depend a bit on the twinning. So make sure everything is working properly here. This I'll skew like this a bit. Rotate this. The underpants will come here like around. Trying to move fast because I want to start animating as soon as possible. This is a 4 minutes long short film. Is well, many of you already know what is this, and if you don't know, well, it's a short film about a three-headed mutant chihuahua that is saving a punk city against the attack of a giant air fryer invasion. I will not spoil the lore of this yet, but yeah, someone have the fault of all of these air fryers existing and making all of this mess around. What is this? Awesome. What is this? The leg. Let's move this back. Awesome. Now this mouth, I'm just tracing on top of the sketch that I did. And after I trace on top of this rough sketch, I will create a new sketch in which I'm going to design the pose. Design not only the silhouette, but also how the inside shapes or the inner parts of the characters are placed on top of this robot. I also created these visual pegs or tags to select these pieces of the character easier, faster. Here, and I can deform these parts like this. I'm building everything from basic shapes and just deforming those basic shapes to create more complex designs. Everything is just basic shapes. I remember one of my best friends, his dad is like a director, a graphic design director from Ecuador, and I remember he needed money. My friend needed money, and he was like, Henry, I am selling my dad books. I'm selling my dad graphic design books. And I'm like, oh, dude, really? Yes, 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 yes. Everything just for. Oh, and I was like, yeah, how much? And I was, no, dude, you tell me, you can pay you pay me whatever you can, and that's good. And I was like, okay, dude, I'm giving you $70. Was like, no, dude, really? I was like, yeah, and he was expecting even less than that. Wait, maybe I can create like a pose of this sumo fighters. Well, anyways, I bought those books, and I remember one of the first things that I wrote on those books, that I read on those books, was something that they were writing. One of like rules of design or something like that is like Kiss, and I was like, oh, nice, Kiss, the rock band, but it was actually a simplification of saying, keep it simple, stupid. So I'm just having those. So that idea stuck on my mind. All of those things that I learned when I used to be a graphic designer are things that I'm also taking here in my animation career and trying to apply, because at the end, if it's the same, it's design. At the end, it feels like are almost like the same rules. There you go. The arms. What is happening with the arms? Let's see if I can copy and paste some arms around here. Yeah, I can copy and paste these arms here, so the twin will work super smoothly. I'm here. I'm listening to some songs right now to stay awake. There you go. We have this pose. The hands will change, of course. I'm going to reset the rotation and the size of these hands. Maybe I can copy these ones and resetting the scale. Yeah, I'm copying the hands from here to here. And resetting the position. Awesome. You see, I didn't save the original pose, but if you remember how I started with this thing, it was like a piece of. It was awful. But now we have here an animation pose. Awesome. Now this is enough for me to start designing the pose on top. So, boom. How can I design this pose? I'm going to do a thumbnail here. I want this feeling of this dude. Like this. Like, okay, so something that I have to push is these arms. So this will be something like this. And the hands will come like this. No, maybe something like this. Awesome. No. Okay, I'm going to sketch so I can find the feeling of these hands. Yes, this is the feeling that I want. This is the box in which this character will be placed. This is the middle line. Actually, it shouldn't be too tilted that way. Come on. Awesome. This will be something like this. So here, this part will be a little bit rounded, something like this. Come on, come on, come on. Something like this. Yes. And then I connect this with this port. Actually, this should be a little bit cleaner. I already did this pass. Sorry, dude. I'm lost. So this should be like this. I'm just polishing right now. I shouldn't be designing super rough. Awesome. We're having something like this. Here. Maybe I can play with a straight curve there. Let me flip here. Yeah. Maybe with a straight, so I have like a curve line here. So I'm having a curve there. This part of the character will attach in this way. And this will come like this. Awesome. Here's tangenting, so I'm moving this line a little bit here. Awesome. Now the legs, yeah, will be there. Here this is straight curve can. No, I'm flattering this thing. So I'm trying to find a good rhythm for this. Yeah, this shape for the legs looks better instead of being like open this direction. No, actually, I like what I have here. This is like an S here. Yeah, I'm not that picky here. Let's continue. Let's draw through this. Awesome. There it goes like this. There it goes like that. And then roar, 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 roar. And now the perspective of this thing comes like this. So the other hand will finish around here. No, something like this. No. Better. So this comes like this, and this one comes like that. And these, yeah, this is like this. And this line comes like this. And I'm tracking the eyes. Of course, these eyes would not be as straight like to each other because this eyes also goes around the form of this dude. But the height of this eye is something that I could just use as reference using the perspective lines. Now see this mouth is tilted like over there. So I need this mouth to be here. And these things, yeah, could tilt a bit more up. And these come like this. Awesome. This arm should be like this. Let me track the elbows of this dude. Something around there. Awesome. Now I'm grabbing all of this super fast. I shouldn't waste too much time here. But let's clean a little bit these things with super clean lines. So I can go directly to the rig and trace on top. So I move faster. These eyes are actually working really well. Now here straight, here curve, curve all the way down, straight, curve connecting to an S here, curve, curve, C, S, straight, curve, underpants around curve, clone this, just copy and paste below this part, amazing. Arms, these arms are always curvy, so I'm doing something like this. This looking that way, this looking this way. The palms will go like this, like this, like this. This finger will come like this. This will come like this. Like this, and like this, and like this. Maybe these two can be a little bit separated. Well, I have something there I can use later. Center line. Circle. These sides are working very well. the temperature here. This will come around here. This part a little bit that way also. That'll give you more perspective here. Even though I'm not seeing that part of the leg, I am drawing through. So when it twins, and if I have a part that is a part of the twinning that is revealing this part, I cannot I can I can just show actually that part of the leg twinning. So this could be something like this. And this hand could be something like this. Awesome. And then we have this. Something like this. Amazing. Oof, I'm glad that things are coming up faster. Awesome. Now I'm going to grab this current color, get out of here, and then I'm going to go with the rig and start moving pieces around. Let's get out of this for a second. It's too much. This grid is super high opacity, something like this will work. Awesome. Oh, what is this? Steps, yeah. Less opacity. Let's start posing. And here's just moving all of these pieces around. For example, there I took the decision to keep that line a little bit open because I feel like I'm losing some volume there. So I can just take those decisions as I move forward. What is this? Whatever, I'll find out later. This part comes here. Like this. Here's like this. This comes like this. Awesome. You're seeing me right now, maximum concentration, so I'll need to move faster. So this video will not be about talking too much, fully working. Boom. Boom. This penis comes here for a bit. This part comes here. Where's this? The shoe. I'm losing volume here. Amazing. This comes like this. This mouth comes like this. I'm just tracing at this point. It's just oopsie. Awesome. Now this arm, I'll move these points together. Wait, maybe I can move this up. Shoot. Awesome. As I have two type of arms here, I have like this arm like work like this, and the other arm like works like this when I'm having this arm coming towards camera in perspective. I wonder if I can have both the formers in one. That would be epic. It's faster, see? But this is just following my drum. It's not making any magic for me. We're going full John Blood right now. Listen to all of his music. Where's the other horn here? A bit fat here. Okay, what is happening here? La concha tu madre. No. There you go. Awesome. This leg will curve this direction, this. Get out of your hand. I need to have a clean shape here. Awesome. Oops, you look at this shape. I'm not your monkey. There you go. Wait, where's this light on all this rig? Yes, this should be at the center. The shadows is cool here. I want to reset this shape, so I'm going to copy this one here. So I'm moving this here. This should be rounded. What the heck with that shape? And you see, this also helps me to create this volume here on the legs. Oopsie. Let's leave it there. Awesome. Hands. Let's go. New hand, brush tool, air fryer colors, and I'm coming here to the solid brush 40. Let me reduce. Awesome. Oops. There you go, amazing. Let's color this thing. Dancing with tears in your eyes. Boom. Wow, let's go. What a shame, shame, shame. Awesome. Amazing. We're moving, we're moving. There you go. That's a pose. That's the F pose. Boom, 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 boom. This pose. Let's go. Steps. Bam. What a shame, shame, shame. Ooh, ah, ah, ah. Awesome. Okay, here, this pose. Let's go directly to polishing this pose. Blue. Marker 2. Can I move this brush all the way towards the top? Oh, yeah. Oof. Yes. Amazing. Life is simple. So I'm trying to find the flow right now. Trying to find the flow of this pose. Now my perspective of like goes like this. So that means that this comes like this comes like nope. Maybe. Ah. I think we're not finishing today, guys. This scene. My throat is hurting. So maybe tomorrow. Either way, I'm going to start uploading the videos today. I could just continue working, maybe record this without sound, but let's see. I could work on other stuff in the meantime, like the layout. Boom, boom. It's funny up here. Something like that. Something like this. There you go. No, I'm trying to design appealing hands. Nice. Boom, 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 boom. Amazing, dude. Yeah, maybe I can go from a straight here all the way into a curve here in the bot. and I can have this like a curved line. So yeah, this is a straight. Awesome. Let's pose this dude. You know what? Yeah, I think I can pose this dude on top of this. Yeah. Step, advance, low opacity. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Boom. Just tracing on top of this. Wait, concentrate, dude. Concentrate. Let's go. So here I'm going to, it's easier for me to just narrate. So I'm just going around here and posing this dude like this. So, either ways, I still have a posing polish pass to do just to track all of these shapes properly. So this comes also following that direction there. This horn comes like this. So that's why I remember when I was just first starting, I was just posing this when I used to work with the bricks too. Just posing things randomly until something looks good, and maybe asking myself, but what is the thing that is not looking good? Most of the time was perspective, because our eye can cheat in some way and not showing us. Wait, get out of here. And not showing us like can in some way cheat our eyes. So having the perspective reader is a huge help just to identify all of those parts that are screwing up with our poses. There you go. I can make this a bit smaller, something like this. And then I'm grabbing these lines and going around this. How long is this? 37, not bad. This is the last pose. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome. What else? Oh, here. One line in that part with this part. The bat will connect here. That part will be huge. Can I show this here? No, 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 no. So I might change this with the other bat. Or I just have to put this towards the front. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's it, that's it, that's it. So I'm going to grab this, rotate a little bit, move these things around like this, bam. Ooh! What the heck? Come on. Whatever. It's just the other bot. Okay, forget me too. Now we change to Machine Gun Kelly, guys. Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah, we're polishing this later. Okay, well, this will move like this. Come on, you slow down. Let's go. Let's go. Hands. So we have here like this. The finger come like this. Pam pam pam. Pam pam pam. Boom 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 boom. Awesome. And now I have to paint this. Oops, I didn't use the black color of this dude. Now I'm using it. Palm poop. Oopsie. Huh? Fingers. See? Next hand. Because as the hand was further away from perspective, I use a thinner line a bit than this. And because it was also a bit smaller. More taper towards the bottom. Boom, boom, boom. Now, a bit more straight. Awesome. Awesome. Now we change into Avril Lavigne. Palm, poop, palm colors, fingers, 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 fingers. There you go. Now time to become a director and polish this pose. Now I'm going to do some drawovers on top of this just to polish stuff around. So for example, this is the center line here. So if this is the center line here, let me color this with red. If that's the center line, here comes a straight here. This comes around a bit more, something like this, and here it's rounded all the way one line in towards the leg. This should be more rounded, it shouldn't connect here. This should be more rounded and go all the way here at the connecting with the center line. This line should be an S in that direction. These legs are okay, not too picky here, maybe a straight out line. Now the apex of the curve shouldn't be around here, but it should be here. So I'm drawing like this curve here, like this. Just moving around and considering that the apex is tilted in that direction over there. And this comes a bit up. Awesome, and these circles could be something like this. Stuff like that, it's okay. Eyeballing here. Boom. These horns are okay there. This line should be a bit more like that. And the rest is a oopsie. Look at the attachment of the arm from here to here. No, 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 no. Maybe I should track that with this one. Yeah, this arm feel disconnected. What, should be like this? I think that arm should be smaller, and also the connection of that arm should be. The connection is okay. So I'm eyeballing this until I feel it's working well, something like that. Maybe let me. Yeah, it's okay. Something like that is okay. There you go. Now moving all of these places, all of these pieces around. Come on, block yourself. There you go. I'll dime it. 45. These underpants. And this one comes here. Why are you cutting my main line, dude? Get out of here. Right, there you go. This line comes here, create an S curve. And this comes like this. Yes, a bit more rounded. Come on. Yes. What is happening here? What is happening here? I just have to scream to the shuffleboard sometimes, and that will help a lot. There you go. This line comes like this. Awesome, that's a pose. Let's disable this. Let's see the render view. Awesome. There you go. So we have the posing for this thing. Let's disable the rough animation. The character in the like waking up, like standing. Actually, this arm should connect around here. Awesome. See, so that's why it's important to keep going, because at the beginning we might not see all the things that needs improvement at the moment of working on those things, but just as we continue working on the project. So that pose, next pose, next pose, next pose, next pose, next pose, next pose, and the walk cycle that I will save for later. Yeah, so this is the posing process, and next step will be adding the breakdowns. We'll be adding the breakdowns, and after the break, you know what? I'll do the breakdowns while animating. So the next step will be animating. This is the main posing pass, and at the end we are leaving the walk cycle. Awesome. See you next video. Bye. Oh, don't forget to subscribe and like. Bye bye.